but I'm feeling good now. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Ainsley. All right, hey, I feel better now. With foreclosures on the rise, it's no surprise that rescue scam artists are popping up all over the place. We're going to show you how to combat them. They're desperate to help. Many people are falling victim to mortgage fraud. So how can you avoid falling into this trap? Dani Babb is a real estate analyst and author of Finding Foreclosures, and she joins us now. Good morning to you, Dani.
Good morning.
Okay, a lot of scams out there, a lot of people getting ripped off. What do people, first of all, how are people getting hit, and how do people need to avoid these things? What do they need to look for right off the bat?
Well, there's two ways they're getting hit. The first one's equity skimming. Let's say you're in foreclosure. I come in and say, let me sign a document saying that I'm going to buy your home from you. I'm going to take all the equity out of your home, and I'm never going to pay off the original loan. I'm going to take all that cash and walk away. So that's the first type. Okay,
so these people, let's be clear about this. So if people are coming to the house and just ringing your doorbell, they're saying, I'm here to help.
Right.
Obviously, you need to be suspicious of these people.
You need to be extremely suspicious. And the mail ads that you get, and especially the internet, which is where a lot of these people are coming from.
What do they hope to gain by this, these scammers? Are they hoping to take on these mortgages at a higher rate? What are they hoping to accomplish?
One of two things. Either to skim the equity off the top of your home, if you do have equity left, or to take the home, not take the mortgage, basically have possession of the home while you still have the mortgage debt.
A lot of people find it difficult to talk to a bank. It's not something that they want to do, but you say that that is the place you need to go to avoid one of these scams, right?
Yeah, the bank is your lender that currently holds your loan is the only organization that can actually help you modify that loan into something that's workable. That's it. Nobody else.
Now, a lot of people go to the internet, let's be honest. The first place, in fact, that's a changing face of real estate. People are looking for their homes first on the internet, then they're finding an agent who can help and go see these. You say ignore anything you find on the internet. Why is that?
Yeah, the reason is because right now we're seeing about 90% of the scams come from the internet. And these sites are up and hosted in other countries, and they're down before the FBI can do anything about it. So you're getting emails in your inbox saying, you know, you're in foreclosure, which is all public record. It's very easy to find out. I'm going to click this link, which is Save My Home Now. I click the link, and you know, it starts the process. They're now aware that you're interested. They're going to start calling. They're going to start showing up at your door.
People use escrow in their accounts. Obviously, they use escrow when they're going through a real estate transaction, which is a smart thing to do. You say don't wire money or use any other method than escrow. Why is that?
Yeah, escrow companies can protect you a bit. First of all, they can find out the reputation of the organizations that you're working with, if they're legitimate or not, and they can find out if there are any other liens on the home, on the property. The escrow company acts as a third-party intermediary that kind of protects both parties. If there's a company or an individual coming to you saying, I can rescue you, and they want you to either hand them a check, cash, or wire funds without an escrow company, those are 3 tip-offs that it's a scam.
Now, I've actually talked to a guy who says he can help repair credit. I mean, he says, hey, look, this is what I do for a living. I've gone through foreclosure. I've gone through bankruptcy myself. You say anyone who says they can repair credit cannot be trusted.
I wouldn't trust them. And the reason is that most of the time, a foreclosure cannot be taken off of your record. They're using that. If I'm coming to you and trying to take your home from you, I'm going to say, you know, you may go into foreclosure, but even if you do, I can repair your credit. Even if you show 90 days late, I can still help you. They're using that as the reason to try and talk with you.
You get it. We talked about the internet a little bit, but let's talk about email, a different thing, because people getting these things, these subject lines that they could be helped. They're seeing these emails, hey, are you facing foreclosure? Let me help. What do you say to those email solicitations?
You don't say anything at all. You just delete them or use a bounce utility that bounces it back as though you don't even exist.
Some great tips. All right, the author of Finding Foreclosures, real estate analyst Dani Babb, we appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Great information.
Thanks.
All right, thanks so much. Well, he drove a school bus